everyone, it's Courtney back with the CRA News You Need to Know. Today we're jumping right back into the state's Extended Producer Responsibility or EPR program, specifically focusing on regulations and the upcoming June 1st deadline. There's been a series of communications from the CRA since the early May release of the final EPR regulations, and today we want to highlight two new guidance documents. California's Plastic Pollution Prevention and Packaging Producer Responsibility Act, which was established by SB 54 in 2022, created the state's EPR program. This law impacts nearly all California industries and targets single-use packaging and plastic single-use food serviceware sold, distributed, or imported into the state. Major compliance obligations exist now, including registration, reporting, and fee payments for the entity deemed the producer of covered materials. The central question for the statewide restaurant community is whether and when a restaurant crosses the line from ordinary user of disposable items to legally responsible producer under SB 54. Restaurants can become a producer when the restaurant sells products in its own branded packaging, sells products with private labels, or causes covered materials to be made under its brand, or if the restaurant acts as the California distributor or retailer where no upstream producer is identifiable or responsible. The compliance obligations under the law are highly fact-specific to each individual restaurant location and their own single-use packaging usage. Determining whether a restaurant is a producer or not relies heavily on what the packaging item is, whose brand is on it, who made or imported it, and whether the restaurant is selling a packaged product or merely using supplier-provided food restaurant ware in ordinary service. If you are a producer of covered materials, you may need to register with CalRecycle by June 1st and enroll in the state-approved Producer Responsibility Organization, or PRO plan. For most restaurants, the key practical distinction is clear. Using disposable food serviceware purchased from a normal supplier within the United States usually doesn't make the restaurant the producer. But selling or using restaurant-branded packaged products, private labels, or directly importing covered materials from outside the U.S. may. To access CalRecycle's May 19th updated guidance document and the CRA industry insights, including practical compliance tips for the restaurants, be sure to check out www.calres.org/EPR-SB-54. I'm Courtney. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's the CRA News You Need to Know.